Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new Formula One weekend and the last installment of this triple header. We have arrived to Saudi Arabia, so let's deep dive into the history of this race, the layout of the track, important moments, and my predictions for the race. The Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is one of the newest additions to the Formula One calendar, having only started to host the Formula One Grand Prix in 2021, and it is scheduled to continue to run until 2027. The vision for motorsports in Saudi Arabia is quite ambitious. Back in August 2019, the country announced its intentions to build a state-of-the-art motorsport complex in Jeddah, with the goal of hosting events across all FIA categories, including Formula One. Interestingly, when it was announced that Saudi Arabia would be hosting the 2021 Grand Prix, the track that was presented was actually of the Jeddah Corniche circuit, which is where the current Grand Prix is being held. The current plan is for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix to remain at Jeddah until the Jeddah track is completed, which is anticipated to happen in 2027. From that point onwards, Jeddah is slated to become the new home of the Formula One race in Saudi Arabia. However, like many of the major sporting events held in the Middle East, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix has faced many controversies, especially regarding human rights issues. In the lead up to the first race, 45 human rights organizations called on seven-time world champion Lewis Hamilton to boycott the event, highlighting their concerns. Despite these calls and ongoing scrutiny, Saudi Arabia has constantly denied claims of using Formula One for sport washing, and the Grand Prix has continued to be a part of the Formula One season. Adding to the concerns surrounding this event, the 2022 race weekend was directly impacted by a security incident. On Friday, March 25, 2022, during the first practice session, a missile attack occurred on an Aramco oil depot, approximately 16 kilometers from the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And despite this alarming event and subsequent discussion among drivers and teams, the race weekend ultimately proceeded. Despite its short history on the calendar, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix has already produced some iconic moments, mainly the intense battle that happened between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen in the inaugural race. Their wheel-to-wheel action and strategic maneuvers throughout the Grand Prix made an instant classic and set the tone for a thrilling championship fight that season.
And Lewis
and he's got the slipstream too, Martin, and he is gaining on Max Verstappen. He's going to go for the move here. Lewis Hamilton trying to get into the lead of the race. They go wheel to wheel into the first corner. Verstappen has to bail out. Lewis Hamilton has to bail out. Verstappen ends that sequence with a bigger...
Max, so let's give the position back to Hamilton. Obviously, do that strategically.
Oh, they've touched and they've collided. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. How much damage on Hamilton's Mercedes? What has happened there? Verstappen being told to give the place back to Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton ran into the back of the Red Bull John here in Jeddah tonight.
Max left a lot of space to the inside. But then he accelerated immediately away from it again, didn't he?
I wanted to let him by, so I'm on the right, but he didn't want to overtake, and then we touched.
With only 4 races held in Jeddah to date, the list of winners is understandably concise. Understandably, Max Verstappen is the most successful driver on this track, having seen victory twice on this race. Once in 2022 and the other one in 2024. And Red Bull Racing leads the teams with 3 wins, 2 from Max Verstappen and 1 from Checo Perez in 2023. The only other driver to have ever won this Grand Prix is Lewis Hamilton in 2021 with Mercedes. Given the unpredictability of the 2025 season and the dominance of McLaren as a team, as well as the likes of George Russell and Charles Leclerc, it is very likely that we will see a new name amongst the winners. And for those records enthusiasts out there, the current lap record was set by Lewis Hamilton in 2021, but I am sure it will be broken this season as well. The Jeddah Corniche circuit offers a stunning backdrop, overlooking the Red Sea and winding its way around the lagoon. It was designed by Carsten Tilke, the son of Herman Tilke, the architect responsible for the design of a significant portion of the current Formula One circuits. The construction of this high-speed street circuit was completed in an incredibly short time frame, with works commencing just 8 months before the inaugural Grand Prix. The Jeddah Corniche circuit boasts the second highest average speed of any track on the Formula One calendar, only surpassed by the legendary Monza. It holds a unique distinction of being the fastest street circuit in Formula One history, with cars expected to reach a maximum speed of around 330 kilometers per hour. The layout features a demanding 27 turns and, crucially for overtaking, 3 back-to-back DRS zones. The circuit stretches for a considerable 6.174 kilometers, making it the third longest track on the current Formula One calendar. The race distance covers a total of 308.45 kilometers completed over 50 laps. Drivers have frequently commented on the track's narrow nature and the difficulty in seeing clearly through the high-speed corners, and the curbs are also noticeably raised. Given the combination of high speeds and tight confines, particularly through the numerous high-speed kinks, the probability of drivers running wide and potentially crashing is quite high. The Formula One official website actually says that there's a 100% probability of a safety car being launched and a 67% probability of a virtual safety car. Based on these statistics, we should expect a lot of yellow flags to happen during the weekend and maybe a red flag here and there. Due to the track's narrow layout, genuine overtaking opportunities in race conditions are somewhat limited. Drivers' best chance for clear paths are generally in the braking zones on the first and final corner. And these two are also the places where drivers are most likely to crash, so we should pay attention. Consequently, strategic undercuts during pit stops and capitalization on any mistake made by other drivers are likely to be key factors in gaining track position. Given the layout of the track with its crazy high speed and its tight walls, and knowing that a safety car is practically guaranteed, you can bet that a lot of the team's pit stop strategies are going to be based on safety car lottery and trying to guess when a yellow flag will come out. And historically, that kind of unpredictable chaos is not Ferrari's best friend. They have been really quick in qualifying lately, no doubt about that. But when the pressure is on during the race, especially when it comes to split decisions, Ferrari hasn't been the best. We can think back on Australia, where Ferrari was trying to predict the weather and when to change to wet tires. And honestly, I think that last race, the safety car robbed Charles of being able to come in second or third position. But even with those strategic mishaps, I still have some faith in Charles Leclerc for this weekend, which is why I'm putting him down in third place on the podium. Ferrari is definitely quick, but whether they will be able to capitalize on their pit stop, that is something to be seen. For second place, I am going with Lando Norris. He might have been a little bit deflated after last week, and the week before as well didn't really go as planned. Mind you, he is still leading the championship. Barely. He's not bad by any means. He has the raw speed, but he gets a little bit flustered with the small mistakes. And in this track, those are not very forgiving. And for the top spot, I am backing again Oscar Piastri. I predicted Oscar to come in first last week, and it was the first time that I predicted the winner right, which I am so happy about. He is riding such a wave of confidence right now. And I think with that mentality and some smart driving, he can definitely win the race, especially if he takes pole in the qualifying. And I know that I didn't put neither Max nor George up on the podium, but those are two drivers that I would definitely watch out for, and I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up in the podium as well. So there you have it, my predictions for the 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I also want to add an extra prediction to this, which is I think that a team that is going to be surprisingly good, not necessarily on the top, but a lot better than they have been, is Alpine. Gasly has been improving slowly but surely, and I wouldn't be surprised if he made it quite high into the points. Whether Doohan can achieve the same thing, that is to be seen. There are obviously a lot of rumors going around that this might be his last race, so I hope for his own sake that he is able to make it in the top 10 and score some points. So there you have it, my 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix predictions. Let me know down in the comments if you agree with my podium picks, and let me know what crazy prediction you have for this weekend. As always, please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you very soon.